is the problem? Sorry? Okay. So we don't know. Anyways, we learned that when the block is closed, you can't open it. A new block is formed. Alright? A new block is formed. So my question was, what do you do to reopen a block when it's closed? What do you do? Huh? Wanna talk now? What's your phone? Eh? You say? Okay. And so what is hard is telling us that one. Okay. So when a block is closed, a new block is formed, you can't reopen that one. Do you understand? Sorry? How do you? Information is online now.
No, you need a key.
Sorry? No, it's open, it's there. We said the difference between the decentralized world, the blockchain technology, and what we have traditionally is that in many cases, in traditional cases, the information regarding all the transactions are stored in a central place. In this case, it is scattered, everybody can see it. Do you understand? So you have nodes, you have computers all over. I mean, we're trying to explain as simply as possible. That's the way it works. So we've talked about candles, we talked about a whole lot of stuff, all right? So today we want to talk about, we want to continue from where we stopped. We said, knowledge is very important if you want to trade or you want to invest. You know, there are two things. You're either trading, also investing is also a way of trading, but you are taking a long-term, you're taking a position, you're taking a long-term position. All right. So if you want to trade, you want to invest, the more you know, the better you can act, the better you can do. That's the way it works. So what we recommend is that you start with, remember, there is nothing that we say here that constitutes financial advice or legal advice. But research, you start with researching the main crypto coins. And the market, most people will say if it goes below the top 20, don't bother trading. Okay? But you know when you're investing it's different. Now in this case, it's like you go into the market, you're doing like your day trade, you're doing like, this is what some people say. Top 20, the moment it goes below 20, don't bother. But you can decide to say, I want to have my own strategy. One thing I've come to learn in this space is that I don't think any one strategy fits everybody. Yeah. So you find out what works for you and stick to that strategy. Okay? And when you want to trade, make sure that you look at the fundamentals and make sure that the concept makes sense and that the asset that you are buying is going to grow in value. That is why when you see people say, I belong to one Telegram group, I belong to one WhatsApp group, there's one boy. There's this friend of mine who narrated an experience. He wasn't really happy because he met somebody. You know, if your knowledge is limited on anything, if you find somebody else that explains it more than you know it, the tendency is this guy knows. Have you met people when they say, there's one boy like that, the boy knows crypto like anything? Have you met people like that? And you talk from like, oh, this guy is very good at crypto. He's very, very good at crypto. And by the time you approach the guy, maybe you have, you meet this person that is so very good. Trust me, the person knows how to get information about shitcoins, meme coins, knows how to put them into trust wallets, and ask you to wait. You know that pump and dump thing. That's what the person knows. But to this other person, this person knows cryptocurrency. You feel me? I've had cases where I wanted to have a conversation and then the person said that he needs someone else to be in the conversation. And I said, okay, why? He said, because that person knows crypto more. And that the person has been trading crypto. I said, okay, fine. So I was a bit, when they say this other person knows crypto, you want to be careful. So when we did the presentation, we started talking. I started from the questioning point. I said, what do you know about cryptocurrency? I think they also start firing. Well, I've been trading a couple of coins on Binance. I buy when it goes up, it comes down. It's just that in the past 1 week, I've entered some trades. It didn't really work. I said, okay. So you have some assets on Binance. Yeah, I have like 3, 4. We buy, it goes up. And then I went and I said, so what about, do you know how to use a MetaMask? Do you know how to use like the wallets in the Solana ecosystem? And what is that one? Do you understand? So the moment he said, oh no, what is that one? My confidence grew. So okay, I know pass this one. Yes, I know pass this one. Now Binance, I this one. So apart from Binance, do you trade anywhere like Coupon, Maersk, Gate.io? What's that now? I think those are exchanges. No, it's just Binance. So I know. But this is somebody that somebody else has edified. This guy knows crypto. He's been training. I went to a city where somebody wanted me to talk to another person, another guy. The guy walked into a presentation like this. It was actually the to know it opportunity. The guy walked in, and after between 5 to 10 minutes, he walked out. When somebody comes into your presentation and then walks out like he's having a phone call and goes out. But I just knew, okay, this is somebody that this other person that was trying to introduce me to him had said, the guy is very good, or he's into Forex, he's been trading Forex. So I didn't bother asking. After 2 days, the guy came back and said, he really needs us to meet this guy. This guy is very good. Very, very good. So in my head I said, this guy is very good. What is your frame of reference? Your frame of reference of is very good is from your point of view. Okay? So on the day we were to meet, I went there. As I was leaving, this other guy said, the person that introduced me to him said, are you not going with your laptop? I said, no, I don't need to go with my laptop. If I come into your office and I come with my laptop, I sit down, I set up, and I do all that stuff, you'll be feeling like, okay, this thing is serious, and this guy is really ready. This guy takes me seriously, so he's really ready. So I didn't want to give him that impression. So I just walked in like, because of course I could do the presentation from my head, you understand, without looking at anything. So I got there, and then we started talking. He said he's been into Forex since 2016, 2013. And now he's been able to create an app, a robot that is now trading and is very profitable. And so I asked him, I said, how profitable were you when you were trading yourself? He said, well, you win some, you lose some, it goes up, it comes down. So in my head, I asked this question: how can a non-profitable mind design a profitable robot? Do you understand? The robot came from your mind now. So if you are not making profit, how can you? Because you have to give the robot something to start with. Well, that's my question. I don't think I'm not saying it's a right question or it's not a question that can't be flawed. But I'm saying that was how I used to gauge it. So I said, so what do you know about cryptocurrency? Yeah, it's more like Forex, truly and truly. Cryptocurrency is not like Forex. Not exactly. It's more like Forex. Once you understand Forex, that's not true. Otherwise, people who are in Forex, when they come into crypto, will not struggle. But you have to learn again. To the moment you say, well, it's more like Forex, well, there's nothing that difficult. Again, I knew that his level of understanding of cryptocurrency was what? So knowledge boosts confidence. And knowledge makes a man unfit for slavery. Alright? So that's why we need to pay attention to learning. Alright? So look at the history of previous highs and previous lows and see the potential growth that you can expect in the crypto market. That's why if you are in the Moon Arcade class, that's why I love what Moon Arcade is doing now. You know, when we started Moon Arcade, it was more like back to back. They were just giving projects, and then the projects were beginning to choke us. Did you notice that? And this project. But now that they take their time to go back, like yesterday, if you were in the class, and they did the history of the dips that Bitcoin has experienced. You see, it will boost your confidence, right? So don't worry. That even right now, Bitcoin has not gone as deep as it has gone before in the past. It's not even eating up to 50. Has it eaten up to 50% already? Has it? Has it up to 50%? All right, but it hasn't gotten up to 80 yet. But there were times when it got up to 80. And trust me, it could get up to 80 this time. Hello? Marius has said it before now. That Bitcoin could get up to $10,000. Hello? Okay, you haven't heard that one before. You know, some of us don't read Pro-Arcade reports again. We don't get into Pro-Arcade again. As if Pro-Arcade is not a product. Everybody is now Moon. You've heard of the Anchor protocol, right? And it's the lunar people that actually building and operating that, right? Do you know when Mario said buy Luna? Please don't joke with Pro-Arcade. Long time ago he has said buy Luna. The way he has been saying buy Kai. One day we will wake up, the whole world will be Kai. Now Kai has gone down by about 45%. It's time to buy. You know why we're not buying, right? You know why we're not buying? Hello, Kori, Owu the flow. Owu is not there. Otherwise, this is the best time to buy. If you bought Velaspan in November, Velaspan has gone down by 75%. I mean, if you bought in November, those of us that bought in November bought at $1. $1 plus. As of yesterday, Velaspan had gone down to 22 cents. So it means what we spent probably $10,000 to buy, you probably will be buying now for about $2,200. You see the gap. And when you don't have money, and you can't sell one coin to go and buy that one because you'll be selling that one at a huge discount. If you try, you're in trouble. You try to sell your asset. But these days now, people wake up in the morning and they pray, dear Lord, give me the patience to wait. It's true, that's the prayer now. You don't know. You just wake up and then the bad part is that for some people, it's just 3 coins that they have. Theta, T-Fuel, Ada. If they touch one and they are praying, their prayer is that the Theta should do, Theta has hit $14 before, $14.84. Now it has come down. At some point, within a couple of days, it came down to as far as 2. It's still at 2. You see. Sorry, it's 3 now. So people, when they check Theta like this, they say, is it this bad? And they are praying. I should get back to $14 and probably hit $50. I wish you guys well. But if you had bought Theta at $6, $8, and you're buying it now at $2, you know you begin to make profit when it begins to rise, even before it hits to $8. That is why we have to look for the money. Hello? When we came in and Marius was saying, that bull that you're experiencing is not the bull yet. Who heard him say that? He said, that's not the bull yet. The stories you see, Madam Informa and the rest of them give, it is that bull that is not the bull yet too. Mario said, when you see bull, and he's saying, it is, I think the last time he said it might happen in the next 90 days. I didn't want to mention any time because some of you now will reprogram your mind to the end of March. It's bad, by the end of March, it goes stew. But by the end of March, you know stew. You now look for who to curse. If you don't steal, go soup. You go okro. Wahala. I go have. The only way to go through this period is that you have something else that is giving you money. Simple. There is no other way to it. In fact, when we are saying this 3 months ago, for some people na joke, now it is so real. Because trust me, if you don't have any other thing that's giving you money, like the IDO system, if a wood blow you, you go sell your coin. Because you can't die now while you're waiting for coin to grow. You don't understand? If you hook you go sell the coin. I know that some people have even sold already. You sold already? Who has sold? You don't finish? Yeah. The selling, you will not feel the pain until the bull comes. Because you begin to measure what you sold against the value then. Alright. So, do further research on events, on points, things that are happening, pay attention. Listen, the reason, I was talking to somebody earlier, and listener, the reason we are going through this route is basically to re-prepare our minds in this space. For many of us, the moment we enter this community, boom! Show me how to use how to buy coin for Binance. No, I won't buy. I get $10,000, I get $1,000, I won't buy. That's all we do. What's the psychology of investing, of trading? What should we be thinking? How should we be thinking? None of us talked about that. None of us learned it. None of us paid attention to that. Do you agree with me? Yeah. Everything we focus on, I want to buy now. This coin, before you go up, make I just buy. And by the time you finish buying, the thing will just Valhalla. You understand? And because you're not mentally prepared, you will Valhalla with Wahala. Those who know. Huh? So that's why we're going through this route to say, understand what this is about. So by the time we get into the deep things, begin to talk about all the decentralized stuff, what is NFT, dig into that, how we can, because this class is going to get deeper and deeper, I can assure you. So please, and one thing I find very hard in this space is that people get to these classes, and they don't write. I don't understand how you manage that. That you get, crypto is one thing we were not born with. This is the first time in the history of man that something decentralization is coming to life. It is something we don't know. And yet we don't take notes. Every time we come, I talk about it. Something that baffles me. Some people are even sleeping. Touch somebody that is sleeping. Please don't sleep away your children's future. Tell them. Don't be scared. Say, please don't sleep away your children's future. Wake up. Yeah? Alright? So another thing you need to do is to join a community like we have. And joining a community is one thing, taking the community seriously is another. In 2017, people won. In 2022, 2023, communities will win. So join a community that would help you to grow faster, both as a trader and as an investor. Then also do deep personal study, as you will always learn from other traders and investors. Stick to your strategy. Always have a strategy. I remember somebody told me something, and I've never forgotten that. He said it clearly. He said, listen, it does not matter whether you make money or not on a particular day. The question you need to ask yourself is, did you follow your strategy? All you have to do is stick to your strategy. Will your strategy make you money every day? Maybe not. But because you're following the strategy, you are schooling your mind to be disciplined. Alright? You're schooling your mind to be disciplined. Because the more you understand, the more decisions, the better decisions you can make. So be part of mentoring classes. Please do not miss the classes. On Thursdays, immediately after the Moon Arcade class, what will follow? On Thursday, Immediately after the Moon Arcade class, what follows? The Pro Arcade class follows. When I go to the Pro Arcade class, you know what I do? One of the things I do, I go to look for Nigerian names. I go to look for the people that I know. We don't attend Pro Arcade classes again. Okay, maybe some people are like me, and that is we watch later. Who are those that watch later? Be truthful to yourself. You watch the reports later. You watch later. When Marius is done, you watch from the beginning to the end, and you read the report. Hello? You read the report. You know what we can manufacture. Hello? Are you listening to me? What you can manufacture is excuses. But what your actions can manufacture is what? Is what? Results. What you can manufacture is what? Excuses. What only your actions will birth